Hey, Jennifer, I'm so excited that you're here. And I just have to say, it's been such a pleasure getting to know you and working with you over the past 10 weeks. We only have a couple more weeks left in our 12-week coaching program. You have made some insane progress. And I know that a lot of girls, they want to hear from the girls that I've worked with to get like a real perspective on what working with me is like. And so before you worked one-on-one with me, what training programs had you been following and why weren't they working?
So originally, I mean, I did some more just my own self workouts, never anything really on point that really seemed to work for me. I did CrossFit, very heavy lifting and whatnot, and that just wasn't working for me. It's not an atmosphere that I wanted to be in, but also there was a very clicky lifestyle and I didn't like that. But also just my body just was taking a toll from lifting heavy weights. So I tried all that. I did try Weight Watchers, trying to just track my food a little bit. That got to be really, really cumbersome in some ways and really confusing as to what you should and shouldn't be eating.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. Um, so once we started the one-on-one coaching and you've been doing everything at home, how fast did you see a change in your mindset in your body when it comes to, doing the work and that type of stuff?
So from the get-go, I had you do that meal plan for me because to me, having a macro meal plan to get me started, it kind of set me up for success for the rest of the 10 weeks. Now I'm a creature of habit. I'll eat the same thing every day and it doesn't bother me one bit. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I like that you gave me some variation in that, number one. Number two, within the first week was tough. It was really, I mean, trying to get it all kind of put it all together. But I started working out with you a little bit before doing one-on-one. So once I kind of got some workouts down, getting the meal plan in addition to that was really helpful. So with by week 2.5, I'm going to say 2.5 is where I really saw it got really a lot easier to just kind of follow the program, email you questions, especially the response time on questions was fantastic. I guess even with our time change between here and California, I'm in Texas. So that change was great because it was almost right on point every time I could work out. You answered my question right about there.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really great. Yeah, I
The
definitely
time
tried.
change is great.
Yeah, definitely. Um, so a lot of people before they start, any sort of transformation journey or anything like that, they have this expectation that life has to be perfect. And one thing that I love about you, Jennifer, is that you work in the hospital. Your life is not perfect. Schedules change. Hours are crazy. So, can you talk to me about some of the struggles that you have overcome over the last couple months and how you were still able to make progress?
So, I mean, working in a hospital, my hours change as a director. Also, I have to be available 24/7. So my phone sometimes rings in the middle of the night. There's schedules where I work in an intensive care, where we get babies. So babies don't make appointments. So some days my schedule will go 3 hours past. But getting it done and just having the mindset of it doesn't matter whether you do it for 30 minutes or you get the hour, you have an entire week to get it done. So if you miss a day, there's no, you're not, it does, you don't feel anymore like you're like, oh my gosh, I missed, or I ate the wrong amount of vegetables, or I ate too many carbs. It just, once that within a couple of weeks of just getting that mindset down of as long as you're getting it done, progress is progress. That was the biggest mindset change for me. And that's when I really started to see it. Struggling with trying to actually get all my meals in was the other struggle, is trying to get I mean, I guess everybody has a different amount of meals, but for me, 4 meals a day, sometimes I was like, oh my gosh, when am I supposed to eat these? And then it just kind of fell into place.
That's awesome. So you would definitely say that the biggest thing is just like continually like practicing, making it a priority, understanding that even though life isn't perfect, so long as you keep showing up and
Yes.
be as consistent as possible, you are
Yes.
going to see the results. So I love that. I totally love that. Um, now that our time is almost up together, how prepared do you feel to continue doing this on your own?
You have set me up in a way of success that not only has it changed my mindset on eating. I think in one of your podcasts somewhere you said, you can look at something and almost get it down to the ounce of like whether it's a piece of chicken or oatmeal. I'm there. I mean, I've learned that it's funny because when I meal prep, which by the way, everything for me is done on Sundays. I meal prep for the entire week. So logging your food is, I mean, it's already pre-logged for me. I know it's coming out of the fridge and right into my lunch bag and it's ready to go. So that is the biggest thing to set me up. I feel that upcoming wedding that's coming up for my son, just kind of getting into the holidays as it's coming, I'm going to be able to really control myself and keep on making progress.
100%. No, I
Yeah,
absolutely love
100%.
that. So this is just kind of a question I thought of that I think would be really, really great. Um, so you're a wife, you're a mother, you're in a leadership position in the hospital. Once you, I'm curious how the difference has been in your behavior towards your family and your work life once you decided to take control of your eating habits and working out and that type of stuff.
It has made me, they say workouts make you happy. There's that endorphin rush or whatever. But now that I've got a wrap around how I feel, I sleep better, I eat better, I make better choices. I think that I behave differently. Like I'm just happier towards people. I'm happier in dealing with struggles. And now that I don't feel so miserable in the way of sleeping, eating, etc., it has made a giant difference in how I handle everyday stress.
I love that. I love that. If you could give advice to anyone considering making the investment to work with me, what would your advice be to them?
I'd say 1,000% do this. 1,000%, because whichever way you choose to do this, whether you want to start out trying your products first and then get to the one-to-one training, I think that's kind of where I was. It just, I kept seeing progress with just the 12-week or the 6-week progress or programs rather. Now working one-to-one, this is so doable, and it's, I don't want to say it's easy because you got to put the work in, but it's easy to follow and it's not hard to do. You just got to put your mind to it and do it. And
I
once you
love
settle
that.
it and you see the progress, because I would tell you, week 6 is, I think, is where I saw giant difference in me.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, well, I appreciate that so much. Like I said, and I say to like everybody, it works when you work and your hard work has 100% paid off. And it's been such a pleasure getting to know you and just like seeing all your confidence and success is just absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for all of your kind words. And I'm just beyond thrilled for all of your success.
Oh, thank you.